You're going to hear some amazing speakers, and they're all going to have stories as powerful or more powerful than mine about that thing that inspires them to take an action that they wouldn't have otherwise taken. And you're going to map everything that all of us have said onto your own life. I hope you spend some time thinking about your dis-ease and your face you show the world and what your percentage that's on track is and what you want that eulogy to look like.
So I went into the school, and my job was, they gave me a chair, a bottle of ketchup, and I sat there, and 5-year-olds came and said, "Ketchup, please." That's all I did. But I was happy. Like, I couldn't believe it. So I told the teacher, I said, okay, in 3 weeks, I'm going to come back.
But the people who do it wrong sometimes are really spectacular. You know, the poor captain who was the captain of the Titanic, he was so proud. He had the biggest, fastest, most wonderful, up-to-date boat in the world. It was really great. He was going to do wonders with this. He was going to show the world what he could do. And he said, hey, full speed ahead. Well, this moment of truth was when the metal hit the ice cube.
Now, I'm not a big wimp, but in that moment, I was about that close to tears. You see, I've got 3 little men at home that look up and call me Dad. And in that moment, I said, you know what? There's nothing in my body that hurts as much as the thought of going home and saying, Dad quit. Dad didn't finish. And I'll bet you that is probably the biggest thing that pushed me across the line to finish the marathon.
So I sat down with them one day and talked to them about an opportunity they had. They were 2 and 4. About how they could start buying their own special things. Basically what I was doing is saying, I can't afford to buy you guys anything extra. Food, clothes, that's all we got. But I didn't want to say it to them in a way that they were going to be scared, or in a way that they were going to feel guilty or anything. So we put a fun twist on it. And we talked about all the things that they could do to help Mom out and make a few dollars.
And somehow he found his way behind enemy lines. And he had a machine gun. And he managed to just kill all the Germans who were doing that. And it really affected him. They didn't have fancy terms like post-traumatic stress disorder and those kinds of things, but he had to be hospitalized. And in fact, he won a medal. I always asked him, Dad, what did you get the medal for? You know, little kid, what did you get the medal for? And he said, because I just had to cross a valley in the middle of enemy fire. He never told me the real story, but it really haunted him.